I got roped into a boy band reality show with a wild ABO twist. The buzz? The producers cherry-picked 30 alphas. Top tier, ripped guys radiating ambition and raw edge. And me? They're convinced I'm an omega. At least, that's what I'm letting them think. To snag the $300 million prize, I've got to hide who I really am, blend in with these ruthless alphas, and outlast cutthroat elimination rounds. If my cover's blown, I'm not just out, I could be done for. But if I nail this, I'm walking away with everything. The show's first phase was straight up chaos. Every time I hit the practice room, the vibe shifted. Their eyes pinned me like I was fresh meat, their pheromones so heavy I could barely breathe. They flashed smirks, but their stares screamed hunger. Too bad. They're wrong. I'm no omega. I'm just a beta. Plain, scentless, no instincts, faking it as an omega to outplay these cocky jerks. I rolled my suitcase onto Summer Isle, feeling every stare lock onto me. I ignored them, swiped my keycard, and stepped inside. Whispers followed. That guy. Check out that pale skin, those legs, omega vibes? No way omegas are that easy to spot. I wrestled with my suitcase, aiming for the upper floor. Yeah, it wasn't moving. A lean hand with sharp knuckles reached over, a low, cool voice cut in. Need a hand? I glanced up into steady, piercing eyes. He was tall, his presence intense. Total alpha energy. I let go of the suitcase, stepping back. He grabbed it, tossing out casually. Just got here? Yep, fresh off the boat, I said. He carried my heavy suitcase like it was nothing, getting me to the dorm door in no time. Before splitting, he gave a quick nod. I'm Caleb Stone. Need me. Just shout. I nodded back, opened the door, and felt his gaze burn into my back. Possessive, intense, craving. Peak alpha instinct. I'd have to get used to it for the next month. I shut the door and checked out the dorm. On one bed, a guy sat cross-legged, a black silk blindfold hiding his eyes, showing off a sharp nose and chiseled jaw. The door's slam must have bugged him, his brows knit. Who's that? I tucked my luggage against the wall, keeping my tone soft. Hey there? My gentle voice seemed to hit him, like a breeze brushing his heart. He froze, yanked off the blindfold, revealing striking golden eyes. Those eyes? A rare mark of a top-tier alpha in the Federation. Faking alpha status was going to be a grind. The Federation's gender balance is way off. Alphas are scarce. Omegas are like finding a unicorn. Every alpha stands out. Looks, pheromones, they're next level. I flashed a warm grin, softening my voice. Hi, I'm Ethan Reed. He stared, then looked away, cheeks faintly pink. I'm Noah Blake. Our names kind of vibe, huh? I said. I unpacked, inching toward the bed, moving like I was stepping into a wolf's den. If you're on bed 2, cool if I grab 3? Beds 2 and 3 were basically glued together. For extra drama, the producers jammed them so close you could barely squeeze through. One roll at night, and you're in the next guy's lap. Noah's lips tightened, face redder, but he didn't object. Then, the door flew open, strutted a total heartthrob. Curly chestnut hair, flirty eyes with a mole beneath, rocking a rugged trench coat, dripping charisma. No one would clock him as an omega. For one, he was over 6 feet. 2, his rose-scented pheromones hit like a freight train, bold, seductive, owning the room. His eyes lit up when he saw me. Didn't expect a cutie like you here. He plopped next to me, nudging Noah aside. Hey babe, crash with me tonight? His lazy, flirty tone was like a warm breeze by my ear. I glanced at Noah, then smirked. Why not? Day 1 of filming, our 4-man dorm was still missing a guy. The director, clearly over it, said, some rich kid's throwing a tantrum. Luggage isn't here, so he's not moving in. I just smiled, keeping my lips sealed. Alphas rule the social food chain, each with a big shot background. Their biology makes it tough to share tight spaces. Getting this many elite alphas on one show, the director must have called in every favor. The show's big draw, one omega hidden among us. The director glanced at me, softening. Ethan, how's day 1 treating you? I grinned. Everyone's super chill. He frowned, eyeing my basic tee and shorts. You're giving major omega vibes with that fit. I looked down. Nothing screamed extra. He chuckled, half teasing. Whatever, just keep the audience hooked. Don't lose sight of your goal. I caught the night breeze, smiling. I'm on it. He clapped my shoulder. I trust you to handle it, but heads up, your heat's coming, right? Need suppressants? I nodded quick. Yeah, thanks. Only when he left did I let out a quiet laugh. Heat? Me? Betas don't have heats. Back in the dorm, I remembered the director's words. If a tea was too much, time to switch it up. I didn't pack much, but I had a loose button-up. The dorm was empty, so I peeled off my shirt without thinking. Then, rapid knocking. I froze, not answering fast enough. Click. The door swung open. Middle of the day, what are you? The voice stopped. I calmly slipped on the button up, but the guy at the door, rocking shades, looking cool, lost it. He wiped a nosebleed, flustered, stepping closer. Why change here? I tilted my head. Where else? The bathroom's pheromone purifier was running. Everyone knew it was off limits. He choked, at a loss. I buttoned up, smiled, and offered my hand. I'm Ethan Reed. He shook it, ears and neck red. I'm Liam Chase. His name made my smile flicker for a second, but I covered it fast, acting normal. I rolled up my sleeves, my pale wrist making Liam squirm. I grinned. Big performance tomorrow? Feeling the heat? He scratched his nose, mumbling. Heat? Nah, we're not here to debut, you know? He trailed off, catching himself. I glanced at a hidden camera, smirking. No stress. We all know the real game. We're here for the one, the only Omega. Omegas. Rare jewels of the Empire. Every alpha's obsession. Most alphas don't care about debuting. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Find the Omega with their killer instincts, and you're the champ. Day one on Summer Isle, I scoped half the island. Eyes tracked me, predatory, burning, greedy, lurking, ready to pounce. But my fingers grazed Liam's sleeve, accidentally spreading the fake pheromone I'd spritzed. Liam's eyes reddened. His alpha instincts flared, veins popping, body tensing, sniffing the air. I smirked, slammed the dorm door, and locked him out. Another fool who can't rein it in. Weak. Day two, filming kicked off. Typical reality show drill. The opener ranked us by talent, sorting us into teams. Cameras hummed to life after the director checked the lights. The live stream blew up. Hot guys, let's go. Hit the stage. Too many alphas, I'm dying. The alphas, cool, dazzling, sharp, suave, lounged against the island's central rocks, tossing smiles at the cameras. Flashes lit their chill eyes like sparks on a still lake. They looked relaxed, but each was primed to hunt the Omega. Today, launched the competition. After intros and rankings, the real chase for the Omega would start. I kept my eyes down, dodging cameras. The host boomed, "Welcome to Summer Chase. This ain't your average talent show. We're judging more than skills. It's about pheromone purity and scent." The crowd roared. Every alpha's gaze locked on the test tubes, eyes sharpening, stances shifting. Looks draw attention, but pheromones? That's the real test. Weak pheromones, no matter how hot, make you a nobody to Omegas. Alphas live for this pheromone showdown. One by one, they stepped up, unleashing their scents. Caleb Stone went first. His deep, woody scent hit hard, tensing nearby alphas. High potency. He smirked my way. Noah Blake stepped up, blocking Caleb's view. A cold, sharp scent, like a frost-covered blade, swept the stage. Then Liam Chase, all charm but icy-eyed, his rose pheromones crashed over everyone, bold and possessive. Finally, Liam Chase. His warm, sunny scent stood out, near max potency. Each alpha's vibe was unique, test strips showing strong results. These were the best the director could pull. From 1 to 29, they rapped. Just me left. All eyes zeroed in. Heavy, hungry, waiting for the truth. I stepped forward, let out a hint of pheromone, and hit the test strip. Result, 1%. The chat went wild. Omega. We found the Omega. Game over. He's cute, pale, and totally blew it on camera. So many alphas, and I'm stuck watching. The vibe shifted. No more holding back, just raw rivalry. The pheromone monitor screeched and died, overwhelmed by clashing alpha scents. I met the director's stunned stare. Even he didn't see my slip coming. Truth? This test was a last-minute ad when pushed by one of the 30 contestants. I scanned their faces. Nobody looked shady. As the tension spiked, the host jumped in. Heads up, rankings are based on pheromone purity. Right now, only Ethan Reed's under 5%. So Ethan's riding solo in Class F. Everyone, hit your classes, spread out. The director handed out rank cards. I got the only Class F card. Heading to my class, I caught a stare from the Class A crowd. Dark, intense, like a storm brewing. It screamed, "Got you." The director pulled me aside, stressed. "Ethan, day one, and you're already on their radar. A month to go. How's this gonna play out?" I smiled. "Chill, I've got a plan B." Today's chaos was in my playbook. My vibe screams Omega more than alpha to sharp eyes. I had my ace ready. Tomorrow's date challenge, I'll show them. Summer Chase isn't your standard talent show. It's a wild mix of survival, dating, and a deduction game like Werewolf. Tomorrow we pair up randomly, hitting island spots to chill, play, and connect. Seeing me cool, the director eased up, clapping my shoulder. Tonight's heart flutter texts, keep your eyes peeled. I nodded. Heart flutter texts are anonymous notes to your crush testing their vibe. That night, I crashed in the dorm. My show phone kept buzzing. You really an Omega? Stoked to meet you. Date tomorrow? When'd you ditch the lab? Among the flirty texts, one stuck out like a sore thumb. I stared, then trashed it. Lights out, the dorm went dark. My phone's glow lit my face. I picked a random text, typing, "Yo, Alpha, pumped to meet you." A sharp breath cut through the quiet. Too dark to tell who. I set my phone down, shut my eyes. In the night, someone brushed hair off my forehead. Gentle, like I was a rare gem. I stayed still, eyes closed, waiting for more. Nothing. Day 3, I was up at dawn. After fixing my hair, I nabbed some of Liam's cologne. He smirked. Hot date? Looking fresh. It's a date, gotta look sharp, I said. Offhand, I added, last night felt like someone was stroking my hair. Noah, washing up, dropped his glass, shattering it. As he cleaned, his ears were red as hell. Liam glanced between us, lips curling knowingly. I asked, where's Liam? Him? Liam shrugged. Up early, probably jogging. A rich kid who jogs? I peeked outside, catching Liam stroll in. Simple clothes, sweaty brow, face flushed from running, all youthful energy. I waved, grinning. Morning, Liam? The too friendly vibe made the room freeze. Liam, all high-class swagger, blushed. He nodded softly. Morning, Ethan? His voice was a whisper. I nodded back, slipped out, leaving a weird tension. Outside, the director was ready, handing me a card. Beach. He winked. Make it count. I knew what he meant. In the Empire, diving time splits alphas from omegas. Alphas have crazy stamina, strong lungs, diving deep and long. Omegas, weaker, often with lung issues, can't hold their breath. Betas, middle ground. Dive long enough, and you're no omega. At the beach, contestants were everywhere. Some hit jet skis, others surfed. They spotted me, waving. Ethan, you got beach too? Want to swim? I'm a beast in the water, I'll show you. Nah, surf's the move, I'm a pro. Want to dive? The last guy got dirty looks. What's that mean? You know he can't dive. Another dude sidled up, arm nearly around me. Ethan, skip the risky stuff, just swim. I grinned, shaking my head. I'm diving. They froze, stunned. You're diving? Deep underwater, fish zipped past, glowing creatures flickering. I counted seconds. I'd seen this ocean floor a million times. Years back, I told Noah I wanted to dive. He thought I was nuts. But I pushed. I wanted to be alpha level. From then, I hit the water, him on shore. He watched, yanking me up from death's edge over and over, until I could dive like an alpha, holding my breath for 10 plus minutes. But he was gone. I checked a hidden spot, saw it was clear, and swam up. On shore, the alphas timing me were floored. He's playing us like a fiddle. You. One guy's eyes scanned my legs, my pale skin, shocked. Not an omega? Nope. I grabbed a towel, drying my hair, smirking. Who said I was? His face fell. He sniffed. No omega scent. He looked betrayed. Why fake being an omega? The friendly alphas backed off, whispering, their looks now cold. My eyes darkened, but I kept cool. Then Noah stepped up. His golden eyes glared at the shady alphas, icy. Without a word, he tossed his jacket over me and handed me hot coffee. I took it, surprised. You're still chilling with me? He raised a brow. What, only omegas get friends? I laughed. Fair, alphas can kick it too. Nah, Noah said quietly. It's you and me, buddies. His words threw me, but his usual lone wolf vibe made it click. I downed the coffee, flashing my first real grin today. Thanks, man. He watched me finish, his cold face softening, a small smile showing. No prob. Back from the beach, the director was hyped, waving stats. Ethan, viewership's through the roof. Fans are freaking out over your real identity. He smacked my shoulder. Keep the drama hot. They eat it up. As he bounced off, I turned, catching flirty eyes. Liam stepped from behind a pillar, eavesdropping who knows how long. He stared, then chuckled, lighting a cigarette. You're an omega, I shrugged. What if I'm not? His eyes narrowed, a sly glint. I know you, number one, from the Faye family lab. That night, a huge beach bonfire roared. I sat by the flames, light dancing on my face. Caleb handed me a skewer, watching me. You look rough. I knew I was pale, hands and feet freezing, a bad feeling creeping up. Running into Liam here threw me. His offhand morning comment had me on edge. I'm careful, but this was a wild card. Weirdly, I couldn't drop my mask yet. For real? I took the skewer, touching my face. I gave Caleb a weak smile. Thanks, man. He started to speak, but I felt uneasy. Caleb missed the beach, so he didn't see my dive. I wanted to ditch the act, find somewhere quiet. I stood, nodded to him, and bailed. The sea breeze messed with my head. I walked the shore away from the fire to a silent spot. Leaning on a reef, I stared at the moonlit waves, sighing. My chest felt empty, drained. An unexpected curveball. Could I keep this up? Then, you okay? A soft voice. I froze, seeing a figure step from the reef. Noah, his golden eyes glowed. He asked again, "You good?" "Not really," I said. He checked my face, then gently touched my forehead. "You're burning up." His sharpness surprised me. He spoke again. "Why join this show? We're here for the Omega, but my gut says that's not your vibe." I asked, "Ever met an Omega?" He shook his head. "Nope." I stared at the stars. I came here for someone who dreamed of this place. Who? My little brother, an Omega. But he's gone. Noah froze. He opened his mouth, but I stood, brushing off sand. Enough. No more. I walked far, stopping alone, touching my face. Tears. Under the moonlight, I saw a guy playing violin. Liam stood tall, his music soft and haunting. He played seriously, but seeing me, he fumbled. The breeze tossed our hair. I clutched my chest. "I'm not great." He dropped the violin, rushing to me. My heart raced, a numbing buzz spreading. I knew old surgery side effects. Liam freaked, nearly started CPR, but I pointed to my pocket. Meds, there. He grabbed the vial, popping 2 pills in my mouth. Frowning, he snapped, "This sick and you're in this damn show?" I gasped, clutching my chest. "No show, no cash," Liam blurted. "I'll take care of you." My teasing glance made him blush hard. The pills eased my chest, but my neck burned. Liam's eyes hit my neck, shocked. He sniffed, confirming. His eyes turned golden. "Ethan? Omega?" The pill's side effect, fake heat. It stirred the Omega I once was, cracking my beta facade. My neck, gland long gone, burned. I bit my lip, stifling breaths. Liam's gaze locked, eyes red, fighting himself. He looked dumb. Eyes shifted, breathing wild, fangs clenched. But he held back, stammering, "Ethan, you really an Omega?" Like he needed my word to move. I laughed. An alpha this clueless? I dug my nails into my palm, holding on to sanity. Smiling bright, I said, "Can't you see I'm hitting on you?" Liam's face went red, speechless. His burning stare nearly ate me up. He was wrong. I'm not an Omega anymore, but not totally wrong. I was an Omega. Gland removed, essence drained, no scent left. To the world, I'm a beta. So when the director pitched this, I wasn't fazed. I wanted to mess with these smug alphas. But nah, I'm a beta. You didn't hear? I purred, soft as silk. "Liam, those pills? Omega heat triggers." He stammered. "Yeah, I chopped his neck while he was out of it. Even a tough alpha's weak when shaken." Drained, I dragged him behind a rock, then ran. I'd mapped the island, stashing forest hideouts for moments like this. But those pills, the side effects hit like a truck. A few steps and my vision blurred, body on fire. My neck itched like mad, breaths burning. I bit my swollen lip, blood dotting. Tripping on a rock, I crashed, unable to stand. Through tears, a figure approached. Rose pheromones slammed me, flooding my empty gland. He let out a soft "oh," then lifted me. His voice smirked, smug. The drug I had them cook up finally kicked in. I woke, wrists and ankles chained. In a warm room, a guy with curly latte hair sat on the bed. Tall, suave, gorgeous, every move oozing charm. Liam. He read The Rose and the Little Prince, a story of a rose in a deep forest growing thorns to trap her prince forever. I scanned the room. On this bare island, it didn't fit. Vintage European, dripping with fancy decor, a gilded cage. I locked eyes with Liam. A mocking glint flashed. Iris Faye. Got any other moves? Yeah, I remembered. Not Liam Chase, Iris Faye, a high roller noble, once staring at me through thick lab glass. Iris smiled softly, brushing hair from my face. Babe, you finally remember me. His gaze was wild, like I was his prize. First saw you in the Faye lab. I was hooked. You sat there like a flawless crystal statue. I couldn't look away. I've seen tons of Omegas. You're the lab's masterpiece. He leaned in, kissing my lips' edge. Stay. I'll give you the world. Iris stood, his tailored suit hugging his tall frame, stunning but deadly. Anyone after his prize, he'd burn the world down. I glared, repulsed. Iris thrilled, smiled like he had it all figured out. He didn't care what I thought. This charming elite was a straight-up psycho. I'd heard of him. Behind his perfect mask, a twisted, paranoid core. His love wasn't warmth, it was ruin. Anything he wanted got crushed. I didn't know when. I became his target. After he left, I curled up, eyes cold. First night locked up, I dreamed long. My 18 years. Waking in a freezing pod, gulping gross nutrient sludge scanned by cold machines. At 9, researchers came, injecting test drugs. Careful not to nick our fragile skin. But those shots tortured Omegas 100 times over. Burning, itching, just the start. Worst? Seeing yourself post-drugs. Omegas watched themselves turn monstrous. Some sprouted cat ears, foxtails, wild, seductive traits. Others went half mermaid, part human, part fish. Drugs warped bodies and minds, weak, needy, programmed dolls. Many Omegas ended it. Survivors faced brutal tests sent to empire families as breeding tools. The hidden truth, why Omegas are rare. Kids flagged in health checks, secretly shipped to facilities, caged half our lives, our bodies, purpose, rights, lab property. Escape meant brutal punishment. Daily drills, endless experiments killed countless Omegas. Only perfect ones went to elite families via a dark network. Faye, Iris, Chase, all in on it. The Chase lab was the cruelest Omega mill. I played docile for 18 years in that hell. I became their perfect specimen, number one. The lab owner loved parading me behind one-way glass for elite guests. They grinned like I was a zoo exhibit. Iris was there, dark, crazed eyes on me. I didn't expect, after breaking out, he'd find me, drag me back to hell, but no one can wreck my 18-year revenge. No one. Days, Iris filmed. Nights, he visited. Healy lifted my chin, teasing. They're looking for you. Liam Chase is losing it. Noah Blake nearly flipped the island. He smirked, taunting. Ethan, you're a magnet. I stared coldly. If I'm that magnetic, let me go. His eyes darkened. He leaned in, lips brushing mine. I dodged. Iris laughed, standing. My fight only amused him. To a power-hungry nutcase, it's just game fuel. Like how he rigged the pheromone test to out me. He whispered, Ethan, you're mine forever. Dream on. I watched him leave, wiping my lips raw. They bled red. My reflection looked like a ripe, tempting fruit. I stared, then pressed the signal ring. Coded. Once triggered, my contact would find me. I didn't want to use her this soon. But tonight was do or die, or my revenge was toast. An hour later, 3 knocks. I opened the door. A petite beta woman, face scarred, Ada, my ride or die. My final shield. When I fled the Chase lab, scraping by in the black market, she saved me. Ada couldn't speak, using sign language. Never stopped us from clicking. Tough, brave, quietly epic. Once, close, I asked, why help me escape? She stayed quiet. Later, I learned. Ada carried an Omega girl, perfect as a gem. They stole her, she signed, never held her. Since then, Ada roamed, homeless, chasing her lost child. I asked the child's age, stunned by the truth. A lab leak that year wiped out a whole batch of Omega babies. Ada wept silently, then drying her tears, her revenge resolve hardened. Like mine, I had a twin brother, my mirror, but all warmth. I was ice. He was sunshine. In cold nights, he kept me going, full of hope. He'd grin, bro, we're gonna live big, alive, we've got a shot. But he left first. I found him, blood-soaked, unrecognizable. Gland gone, eyes taken, organs harvested. Why? His pheromones were only tent, trash. Lab staff said, a 10% Omega's worthless. He was fodder for their sick tests. Last I saw, he was lifeless, not the smiling kid I knew, just a broken toy. Then I met Ada. 3 years we planned a crazy revenge. This island, our chessboard. I cut through Summer Isle's jungle. Found 10 years ago, it's called Paradise. I don't know when the Faye family built their villa. But Ada and I snuck in 3 years back, laying groundwork. 3 years, I removed my gland, cut my hair, trained, all for revenge. Now in this forest, my heart was ice. Day 13. Halfway, one contestant vanished. No search, no word, like it never happened. Proof, the Faye family covered it. In the jungle, I uncapped a vial of pure pheromone. It spread, pulling every alpha to it. I set it, then split with Ada, but Noah found me. He'd searched, clothes torn by branches. At first, he held it together. Kingman. Then the pheromone hit, fogging his mind. Seeing me, his eyes burned. He fought it, breaths heavy, barely in control. His voice cracked. Ethan, where were you? He knelt, face red, veins popping, stabbing his hand to stay clear. I wasn't the soft guy from day one. I stared coldly. Noah, I played you all. Not Alpha, not Omega. Just a useless beta. I checked my watch, hearing Alpha footsteps. I smirked. Where was I? Locked up by Liam. Big fights coming. Hide. Sorry for pulling you in, but this is my revenge. Every Alpha here dies. Noah's golden eyes flickered, fading. Blood dripped from his hand. He said, I'll help you. I couldn't trust him. Our island time was too short. A spark gone quick. I couldn't risk 3 years on a hunch, but Noah's eyes were steady, words firm. I'll get you out. His gaze burned, fangs biting his bloody lip, trembling, scared to freak me out. I stepped back, smiling faintly. Noah, 3 years ago I might have followed. Too late now. 3 years of pain crushed me. Grief for my brother swallowed me. I hated being an Omega. Alphas get power, glory, everything. Omegas? Just softness and pity. Our claws, spines, Ripped out, taught to please alphas, be perfect wives. No one taught us to be human, with dignity. I glared, mocking. Fun show, right? 29 alphas hunting 1 omega, wolves loving their prey's fear. That's your nature. But I'm a nobody beta. Your dreams? Done. I turned, not looking at the guy crumpled on the ground. Alphas lost to their beast side should die by it. Wait, a faint voice. Noah, with his last strength, tossed me something. A small Tang-style light blade, flashlight-sized. He said, "Take this." I paused, grabbed it, and vanished into the dark. Near the shore, roars echoed from the forest. Birds scattered. Noble alphas, now beasts, fought like animals. No trace of class. Raw, savage, out of control. Their mating game, kill, win. Too bad their prize was a lie. At the lifeboat spot, it was empty. My heart sank. Ada signed, "Checked yesterday. It was here." I sneered, eyes cold. Iris Faye, thinks cutting my exit traps me? I turned. The Chase family had a mini-lab here. There's a sub, Ada nodded, following. I dodged the alpha's paths, seeing no one. Branches scratched my face, sparking a memory. Years ago, someone got me out of the main lab, hiding me in this island's smaller one. He said this'll be an alpha paradise. A plan to release omegas here, alphas outnumbering them, free to hunt. It flopped, but Summer Chase was born a year later. I knew. This island was an omega hell, alpha playground. I'd make it bleed. Their dirty blood would cleanse this place and warn the Empire. I hit the hidden lab using a gene key. A submarine sat in the center, intact, but no power core. The core was everything. No core, just junk. I frowned, entering a locked lab section. In a glowing tank, the core shimmered. To get it, navigate traps, endure pain, swim through primal fluid. I stepped into the trap zone, lasers cutting me. Bones and muscles screamed. I didn't care. My body took thousands of experiments. This was nothing. Radiation only cuts life later. I wasn't scared, but someone lunged from the dark. He blocked me, wrapping his anti-radiation coat around me. Growling, "Ethan," mad, he snapped. "You didn't dodge?" I looked up, meeting his worried eyes, trembling lips. A spoiled rich kid, raised soft, never saw this, pale, stiff from radiation's glow, but he stood firm. He shoved me out, teeth gritted. "Stay put. I'm getting it." I stood, arms crossed, watching him crawl through lasers for the core. Blood sprayed as blades cut his skin. Then the past hit. Years ago. Someone looked at me like that, tracking my every move. Not Liam, but his kin. The Chase heir. A cold, unhinged nut obsessed with experiments. Countless omegas died under him, no blink. I schemed to get close, cracking his icy heart. He said, "I've got a brother your age." Talking of Liam, his eyes softened, like describing a treasure. I knelt, listening to stories of a pampered alpha. Born high, loved, gorgeous, strong, loved violin young, racing later, family cleaned his messes. I'll admit I was jealous. My chest burned. I envied Liam Chase. My brother and I, born in slums, taken to the lab at our first cry. Never held, never soothed. Our lives from day one had no choice. Just toys, shadows of others. In that cold lab, I envied Liam's bright life until I met him on Summer Isle. Naive, easy to fool, as I thought. But his sheltered life gave him rare sincerity. Even after my lies, he wasn't mad. Like now. Liam surfaced, face scratched, eyes shining. He held up the core, grinning. "Ethan, got it." "Yeah." I took it. As he stood, I kicked his chest hard. "Brett Chase, you scum." He fell into the water, stunned. I wiped a tear, gripped the core, and left. His faint voice trailed. "I'm not Brett Chase, that's my brother. I'm Liam Chase." I didn't look back, leaving the lab. With the core, the sub shrank to a droplet. I tucked it close. Ada and I hit the shore. The calm beach now roared, wind blinding. A bloody figure stood in the sand, tall, heavy presence, just squinting felt crushing. Iris Faye, cigar glowing, smoke curling around his sharp face. "Babe, no one told you? This show's got Sky Eye. Sky Eye, Empire's top surveillance. Nothing escapes it. I didn't expect a war tool here. Just for me. Ridiculous." I smirked. "Iris, you outlasted all those alphas?" He hummed. "They all called you babe. Had to clear them out." His eyes flashed with predator vibes. "Just 2 stragglers left." I laughed, stepping closer. I drew Noah's light blade, slashing his old wounds, adding killer cuts. "Iris, Sky Eye won't say a failed alpha's nothing, or that, even as an ex-omega, I can crush you." I sheathed the blade, launched the sub, and pulled Ada aboard. Before leaving, I glanced at the island one last time. Summer Chase. In a hot summer, they hunted a scared omega like wolves. Too bad, their dream was dust. Epilogue. Summer Chase left a bloody mark in Empire history. The island became a taboo topic. Labs worldwide fell quietly. Omegas walked out, faces blank, eyes dead after years in hell. The Omega control trial packed the Empire's court with angry crowds. They shouted, "What else are the elites hiding? Are our lives, regular people, worth anything?" The spark became a fire. Over centuries, a fair federation replaced the rotten empire. The start? Only Marshal Noah Blake and Prime Minister Liam Chase named one person, Ethan Reed. Just an alias. That beta, no parents, no name. Only the world's breeze knows his roots. His shadow lived in human memory, passed down forever. Hearing that, I stood on another island. Omegas of every shade and background around me. Ada helped them rebuild, live as real people. I watched the sunset, smiling softly. The future is ours. Old stories sink to the sea. Our steps light as wind.